Well, I just want to know between tonight and last night where you guys found all the time to work on odd man rush execution.
Well, I think that just different environment, different team. Every game just has its own identity, and it's just in Utica last night. It just was one of those tight checking type of games where there wasn't a ton of chances. I think we had the chances at 14-10 last night in our favor. Quite frankly, I thought we played better defensively last night, but we just couldn't score. And tonight's game was a little bit like against Bridgeport on Wednesday night, where it was a little bit of a track meet, just going back and forth. Unfortunately, Bridgeport scored a lot more than we did on Wednesday. But no, you got to credit the guys that there was some good execution there, and I thought the puck possession time was excellent tonight, and I thought we dominated from start to finish. We talked a lot tonight about the start and not chasing the game, and I think our record speaks for itself when we don't chase the game.
And despite all the back and forth, you're tied after one period, despite being the better team. It seemed like you still had control all the way through.
Yeah, it was a little discouraging when they tied it up 2-2 because, like you say, I felt like we were in control of that game 100%. And, when teams are opportunistic like they were and they score in a couple of chances, then, all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're in a hockey game. So at 4-2, I certainly didn't like how we were playing at 4-2, and we had some good zone time, and you can call it maybe a little bit bad luck on the Siegenthaler where it flipped over a stick, and next thing you know, it's a breakaway. It's 4-3. But what my message was after the second period was, let's win the game 5-3 or 6-3. Let's go out and do the right things defensively, and if we do that, we're going to get our chances. And I thought we did that exact. Gave up a couple chances there, and they missed the open net on the power play. But overall, I thought we did a nice job, and consequently got rewarded with a fifth and sixth goal.
Simpson and Gaisley together in the second period, the two back-to-back goals on the odd-man rush. Is that sort of what you envision when you pair the two together, knowing their skill set and how complementary they are?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I knew that Dustin Gaisley was going to play good tonight. I knew it because, he's been a real good soldier for this organization for, 5 years, 4 with me. And when you've got a high body count, it's tough to keep everybody happy, and it's tough to get everybody in the games. And, we had to make a hard decision going into the Bridgeport Utica trip, and unfortunately he wasn't part of it. So I know he was very, very disappointed that he got healthy scratch ultimately for 2 games because we were on the road. But as I said to him, sometimes when you're not playing as well as the coach wants you to, you got to send a little bit of a message. And this has happened to me in Gaze a number of times. When I healthy scratch him, he usually comes back and is arguably our best forward or one of the best players on the ice. And I thought that was the case tonight. So, great for him, and I thought that line was awesome tonight. I thought all 3 guys were going. They all got speed, they got skill, and they can play together. They'd be an unbelievable third line on a team going to the playoffs. But that's not the case.
Had to be pretty heartening to see Garrett step in and get a late one.
Well, another guy that's seen his share, of healthy scratching this year with a veteran situation, and very hard decision as well. Got a relationship for 8 years with Garrett Mitchell, and he's captain for a reason. So for him to come in and play with energy and do the right things on how he needs to play to be successful was good on the penalty kill, and we've seen that shot, and now you know why. A few years back he was able to score 15. He does have a good shot, and when you give him time and space, he can certainly score.
You've mentioned the message the past couple weeks is it's just having fun, and there's no better feeling than winning when it comes to having that fun. Just talk about how refreshing it is from your standpoint to be able to see that come to the forefront when you have been eliminated from playoff contention, to still be able to get up.
Yeah, we talked a lot about that, and talked about it yesterday prior to the game about, we've had a lot of success in Utica here, since they came back in the league, and it's been hard-fought games, but we've played well in that building, and I thought we certainly played well enough to win last night, but it wasn't in the cards because we just didn't get key goals, and our lack of finish was probably the reason we left there without the win. But I think that's something that we've talked a lot about. But, in terms of having fun, and it's better to win, and This is, 2006-07 is the last time I didn't coach, in the playoffs. So that's a 10-year run, and it's very disappointing. But you still got to come in here and prepare and try and give them the best knowledge you can to move forward and try and win the hockey games. And you expect them to come and compete, and that's not something we take lightly. And I think our team competes every night, and that's all you can ask for. And hopefully we can put a couple more wins together before it's all said and done.
What did you see from Bao tonight, going out and getting 2 big goals?
Well, he hasn't scored since December 29th, so that was a great thing from the coaching side of things, because he's got a great skill set, and he did miss some time with some injuries, but he was a guy that we were depending on to score, because it was one of those situations where our lack of finish, in my opinion, has cost us a lot of hockey games this year. So, but when you fight it and you don't score for an extended period of time, and you're probably talking 25, 30 games going into tonight, it takes its toll on a player. It doesn't matter who it is. So, I had a hunch to put them when Bork came back from a suspension and that, and Boyd, they had some success earlier in the year, so I put them back together, and tonight I thought they were excellent. They were moving the puck, and it was great to see Bosey rewarded, and hopefully now that'll give him some confidence over the next 5 games to continue with some success.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks.